Alright, hey travelers, Chris here for Unmatched with another review. We are on sunny Bali, Indonesia, and I can't wait to show you today's hotel. We are at the Umana Bali. It's the latest edition of the LXR brand of Hilton. It's a bunch of villas, it looks phenomenal, so I can't wait to show you around, and let's see what we can find.
This video is sponsored by our own website unmatchedvoyages.com, where you can find hotel and flight reviews, deals and promotions, destination reviews and much more. So click the link below or go to unmatchedvoyages.com to find out more.
Alright then, let's have a look at where the hotel is. As always, you have Indonesia here and Bali, the island, is sitting down here. It's actually quite a big island, but most of the hotels are in the south of the island. Specifically, if we're looking at the Umana, you can find it here. Let me zoom out a bit again, just for context. It is in the south of this little peninsula. It is very close to the beach, and if you look from here, it looks like you can actually just walk over. Keep in mind, and I'll show you that later a little bit, that there's actually a steep cliff here, so you cannot just walk down easily. But anyways, this is the location. Takes around an hour from the airport. There is a construction site. At the moment when we filmed this video, around September of 2024, there was a construction site going on still. Maybe by the time you're going there, it's gone. It's not super noticeable, but just something to keep in mind. So here in the shot, you can see that the hotel is kind of elevated on this cliff, so you can go to the beach, but expect to walk quite a bit. I'm not sure if there's any kind of shuttle service necessarily, but to be honest, with this kind of hotel, I believe the main kind of draw is to have a villa where you spend most of your time at. Especially when, as you can see, most of the villas have their own pool. Actually, all of them have. And you have a ton of space, so you won't want to leave even your villa. Now, once you come, you can already see the LXR branding, Hilton's luxury kind of interesting hotel brand in a way. And once you arrive at the lobby, you immediately notice that the colors are really nice. You have these beige and blue tones, which in my opinion always go really well when you go to a hotel that's close to the ocean. You can also see here the way it's lit up. It just looks very nice. The check-in is over there at the reception counter if you want to. There's also a small little kind of climatized room for Hilton Honors members, which looked a bit weird, but anyway, I never saw someone in there. Even for the regular check-in, you just sit down at these wonderfully comfortable couches in the center of the lobby. You get some welcome towels, drinks, little snacks and water, and then the check-in will be done there. There's also a little cafe here at the lobby or tea room, although also there I have not really seen a lot of people. I believe most people really just spend their time in their rooms, but technically that's there. There's here this wine room and this bar counter. I'm not so sure about this one, but there's also this seating area, which is really nice. When we sat there, especially in the evening, it's just really cool to see the sunset slowly unfold while you're sitting there on these quite comfortable couches. You can see it here a little bit, although of course my phone cannot really, do justice to the really beautiful skies that you can see from there. I like these water elements around it. You always have flowing water and also this, sound of flowing water, which is just really calming. And as mentioned, you have this incredible view from here. And then from there, you take a buggy through the really nicely landscaped grounds of the Umana Bali and then to our Villa 118. Alright, so I think the star of this hotel anyway are the villas. There are only villas, no rooms. We have the standard one-bedroom villa. It's called one-bedroom villa with a partial ocean view, but generally they all look the same no matter the view. So come in and you can see already wonderful entrance area. I'll try to make this a bit quicker because we have a 400 square meter area here to cover. So won't go into all the details. First thing you notice is you can either go into your villa or you go to your outside area, and I think that's the most exciting part, so have a look at it first. And this is just absolute heaven, I have to say. I really love what they have done here. It's very bright. You have these wooden tones. You have this amazing pool with a constant water flow back there. You also get your own jacuzzi with bubbles you can turn on. You have a little kind of rain-covered area and also a shady area to lie. I think that's just phenomenal, and this is actually where we spend most of our time during our stay here. You will also see that you can access the villa itself from different entrances, so I would say let's go inside first again and let me show you around how that looks. Come on in. You will immediately be greeted by a very spacious living room. You can see here, and excuse the mess, we have a lot of stuff around here, but you have this really big seating area, and the nice part is that when you sit on the couch, you see outside to the pool, you see outside to the ocean, which is super nice. That's the view that you're coming for here anyways. Besides the living room, you have a pretty massive TV, and this is one that you can kind of pull out a little bit and arrange to fit your viewing angle. To be honest though, we haven't used it, but it looks very nice. And then you can also come here if you order in-room dining and you want to sit down properly. You can eat here. You have a full, well, not quite full kitchen, but you have a sink. You get water for free. You can see they actually are very generous with stocking up the water, which is great. You can always ask for more. There are a couple of things you can find in the minibar, just the usual kind of soft drinks and local beers. And then of course also you get a Nespresso machine, as well as some teas around here if you're interested in that. Okay then, after this, let's have a look further. One thing to note, and you can see it here, is that there's almost everywhere universal power plugs for all kinds of power plug types. There's USB-A, USB-C chargers, so it really feels nice and modern, I have to say. I love it. You then go through this hallway and you have kind of a, they call it a powder room, but it's basically a guest toilet room, which is great if you're hosting some friends over here. This is then what you can use for them. Besides that, this is then the master bedroom. You have a little bit of a, I guess, a makeup area where you can freshen up. And then let's have a look at the bedroom itself first. And this is really where this room comes to life, because look at it, it's beautiful. You have glass on all three sides. You also have a direct access to the pool, so that's quite nice. I hope it's not too loud with the water flow, but you can literally step down into the pool from your bedroom, which is fantastic. Besides that, you also get a TV here, no worries. It's kind of the same concept. I think it's the same brand, even LG, and you can pull it out and arrange it towards the bed, which is great. And then, of course, the bed itself. I have to say, very nice, very fluffy, comfy. And on top of that, what I like is, again, you have USB-A, USB-C chargers, you have wireless charging, you have every type of charging you could ever need, which is great. If you forget your cables, wireless charging is always good to have. Okay, and then lastly, let's have a look at the bathroom, which is absolutely massive. You come here with these like massive two doors, and the first thing you will see is that you have this absolutely gigantic bathtub, freestanding. I absolutely love the look of it, especially because you have all this greenery around you and the glass. I think it's beautiful. You also have two sinks, a his and her kind of vanity area. The amenities are made by a company called Botanical Essentials. I'm not aware of the brand itself, but it's nice that they come in these kind of solid rock bottles and that they definitely smell very nice. You get all your amenities. They're kind of nicely packed in these kind of slightly more sustainable recycled paper cups. You have a shower here. Not much to say about that one. It's a proper rain shower and fairly spacious, as well as a Japanese toilet. So you get actually two toilet rooms here. You also have an outdoor shower, which I think is something that they also like to advertise with. So you'll notice that you have here your bathrobes, and there's another door here actually where you can get outside. And I'm too tall for this. You can go outside, and then you have here also your outdoor shower. And the idea is that this path is connected to the pool. So you can actually see, if you look down in this direction, that you can walk straight to the pool or from the pool. You just come back, you take the outdoor shower, hop into your bathrobe, and you're ready to get back inside. So very good idea, I think. Lastly, I just want to quickly show you also that you have a massive amount of storage, which if viewers of my channel know I'm a big fan of. So you have a lot of storage here for shoes. You get these massive wardrobes where you can hang your things and organize your stuff, and I love it. Additionally, you have some counter space down here and there, so like even if you bring very big suitcases, they will fit easily. So I think that's it for the villa. I am very impressed, I have to say. They thought it out very nicely, and can't wait to show you also the other amenities.
So then let's have a look at the breakfast. This happens at the Commune restaurant in this big building that you can see here with the big pool. This is where the breakfast is happening. You can walk there depending on the villa you have, it's quite close, or you can take a buggy, especially if it's raining. And it's basically one fairly small actually restaurant. You can see it here, that's already all in this shot. You have seating for a bunch of people. You have the super nice views towards the ocean and the pool if the weather is nice enough. And it's super airy in general. You have this massive kind of chandelier on top of everything. And in terms of the breakfast, you're looking at basically a hybrid breakfast, which means that you do have a buffet, as you can see here. There's an incredible amount of different honeys. You have your pastries. You do have some local specialties. You also have hot dishes, at least some of them, as you can see here, but you also get to order from a menu. And to be honest, this is my favorite type of breakfast, because I feel like you get the best of both worlds. You have the buffet to get exactly what you want, kind of, but you also have this joy of ordering from a menu, which always, to me at least, feels really luxurious and fun. And that's indeed the case. And there were quite a lot of options on this menu book. You can see it here, and maybe pause if you want to see what exactly is on the menu. But here are some ideas of what you can order. You definitely have some local kind of influences in the dishes, and I have to say everything was fantastic, including the fruit and the pastries. They were great, so breakfast was always something really to look forward to at the Umana Bali. Now, right next to the commune is the big pool. To be honest, there were not a lot of people, usually because of course everyone has their own pool, but it's definitely worth coming for, an Instagram shot or so. It definitely gives you this infinity pool feeling, and of course, if you don't have an ocean view at your villa, then you can come here and get it. When you sit down, then you get some cold water, you get some fruits and some chia seeds, something. You can also order, of course. And I believe the food comes from the commune restaurant, but also the pad bar. This is where the cocktails come from, right next to the pool. And it's quite chill, but again, I think I hardly saw anyone there. There's also a kids club if you want to park your kids somewhere. Definitely an option. And of course, there's a couple of other amenities that we did not get to try out. There is the Olivera Italian restaurant that actually looks pretty cool. You can see it here in a drone shot, this big building. You can sit on this edge of the cliff kind of balcony and look at the ocean. So that might be worth a try. But otherwise, I foresee for most people that they just spend most of their time in the villa, and that is really fantastic. I have to say I was super impressed with my stay at Umana Bali. In total we stayed 5 nights, and there's just so much to like here about this. You have a really nice view. We had this partial ocean view, which I think is the best actually, because you get the best of both worlds. You get the ocean but also greenery, which I really liked. The bed was super comfy, and in general I think the style, the design of the hotel is really pretty. I love it. You also get this Sonos Bluetooth speaker to use, which is cool. You can take it to the pool. There's a fruit bowl when you come first time. You have your own jacuzzi, and it's just fantastic to spend your time there. Of course, there is the bigger pool if you like to go to the communal pool, and the breakfast also was outstanding, as was the view towards the ocean.
So I can deeply recommend this hotel. One slight thing I have to mention is that there are a lot of monkeys, and if you have food outside, they are very quick to steal it. We had this experience firsthand, but just be smart about what you leave outside. So anyway, guys, this was my video about Umana Bali. Really cool property. Check it out. Use Hilton points if you can, because it's quite a good value usually. And as always, if you stayed there, share your experiences in the comments. Always cool to hear from you how you had your stay there. And also, as always, I'll see you in the next one. So cheers and bye.